In this video, we will discuss the underlying principles, features, and benefits of continuous integration. Now, the objective of implementing continuous integration is to prevent integration problems and ensure that there are no bad codes when they are being integrated. Since development involves a team, there's a need for better collaboration, and in order to enable better collaboration among the team, we can adopt the culture of DevOps. And continuous integration is one of the major implementations which fulfills DevOps practice. Now, we need the developers to continuously integrate codes rather than have them integrate codes after development. And since the developers are writing the codes and integrating them from different machines, each developer will have different pieces of codes. In order to ensure that they're all working in the same environment and continuous integration of the codes is made possible, we will be using the principles of continuous integration, and one such principle dictates that the entire team should work in a shared repository. With the implementation of continuous integration, we can detect errors quite early, and if we are able to detect errors early, we can remove them in time to ensure there are no impact over the other modules. Apart from continuous integration, there are other practices that we can adopt in order to ensure that we are fully compliant with the DevOps practice or principles. Continuous deployment and delivery are some such practices that we can adopt. So when we combine continuous integration with continuous deployment and delivery, we can say that we have fully adopted the fundamental principles of DevOps. So what are some of the benefits of implementing continuous integration? With the implementation of continuous integration, we get a guarantee of increased visibility to the team members. It also guarantees early detection of errors and ensures that we are able to avoid the circular impact of those errors. And since we can detect errors early, we spend less time debugging the errors. We now no longer need to spend lots of time debugging errors. Faster delivery of the software and solutions is essential. We need to ensure that our delivery cycles are short and the releases are available in a short amount of time. The moment our releases become faster, customers will get better versions in a shorter amount of time. In other words, with continuous integration, we can facilitate proper management of release cycles and also ensure that every release provides robust and stable codes. Now, continuous integration is based around certain principles. Let's explore some of the fundamental principles of continuous integration. With continuous integration, we will use a single repository. All the developers will have the same repository, and they will be working on the same pieces of code. This in turn will eliminate the issue of code base present in different environments. With continuous integration, the builds are automated. So the moment the codes are committed, they will be immediately integrated through the build processes. There will be a dedicated machine which will take the responsibility of executing the integration test and ensuring that the codes are integrated. And we have to ensure that we are able to provision the builds faster. When we implement continuous integration, we get the benefit of automated deployment since we have automated the tests, post-test, and post-quality check of the codes. We are now able to immediately deploy the codes. Now, since the testing process and deployment are automated, we can ensure that our products are being released in the production environment in a shorter span of time. Now let's explore some of the common activities that a team of developers will be involved in order to ensure that they are following the principles of continuous integration. First, the developers will check out the code into a private repository, and then they will commit the changes. After they commit the changes, those changes will be available to the entire team. Then, the CI server, or the continuous integration server, will continue monitoring the repository, and as soon as there is a change in the contents of the repository, the CI server will check out the changes that are identified in the repository. When the changes are identified, or when there is a change, it triggers an activity and it goes to the continuous integration server to invoke build, run unit, and integration tests on the changes. Finally, the continuous integration server will version the code. It will update the status of the build progress, specifying whether the build has failed or was successful. Now, if the build fails, it has to be fixed, and after fixing it, we will continue to integrate and test the fixes. so it's incremental and iterative in nature with the basic objective of providing new software releases in a shorter amount of time. Now, there are various software or services that can help facilitate continuous integration. Some of them are Jenkins, TeamCity, and Bamboo, and Jenkins is an improvised version of Hudson. These products can help us plan the build, releases, deployment, and the overall integration processes. In this video, we learned about the fundamental concepts of continuous integration. We explored and elaborated the various activities and principles revolving around continuous integration, and also explored the benefits associated with continuous integration.